Hello, and welcome to Spicy Toast Gaming.
Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here, bringing you a first impressions for some of the new champions. First, we're going to look at Aatrox. So, let's get him started up and take a look at his star powers first. Alright, so let's see. His rank 1, when an equipped ally strikes, reduce the cost of a random card in hand by 1. That'll be very nice. Getting constant cost reduction. That means you could play Aatrox for much earlier. And if you're having a whole board attack and then also using out of combat strikes, that'll actually be very, very nice. Definitely a great way to cheat out Aatrox, who costs 6 mana. Alright, the 2-star, plus 1 starting mana. Game start, create in hand 2 random Darken equipment. Goodness, that took me a minute. Alright, this is really, really good. So unlike Kane, where you actually have to kill someone and survive, or Ornn, where you have to wait until you play something that costs 4 or more, as long as a unit or equipment, or even Vayne, where you have to wait for your attack token. This just game start, you create 2 random Darken equipment in hand, or just random Darken equipment. So that's really, really good. You don't really have to worry about doing anything. You just get that. That will also synergize very well with Aatrox's level up, where he transforms units into their Darken unit. Let's take a look at his last star power. Alright, when an equipped ally strikes, reduce the cost of a random card in hand by 2. Yeah, very, very good. So, Aatrox himself, 6 mana, 5/5, but this is going to be a really 6/6 because he auto-equips the Darken Blade right here, so he's going to have regenerating. Once you've played or summoned 3 different Darken, you draw an Aatrox. This will be a lot easier since you're starting with 2 Darken equipment in hand, which should count for this. So getting some built-in draw, very, very nice. So when I'm summoned or strike, heal the enemy access 2, create a World Ender if you don't have one, level up, you've played World Ender. So then he gets Overwhelm and goes to a 9/9, but 10/10 with the weapon. His champion spell, the Deathbringer Sweep, it's 3, and you play this, Aatrox and enemy strike each other, and then he makes the next one, same thing, and then the next one, it keeps going down by 1. So each one, Aatrox just having a massive amount of removal, getting a whole bunch of strikes in, reducing cards in your hand. Very, very nice. World Ender, reduce my cost by 1 for each time an equipped or Darken ally has struck this game. And then assimilate allies equipped with Darken. So assimilate, transform allies equipped with Darken equipment into their Darken forms. If they're champions, they level up, as in if they're Darken champions. Looking at start powers, yes, so it's a card in hand. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a card like in your deck or something. So this is going to be very nice, both for cheating out Aatrox, but then also for cheating out other expensive champions. Very cool. Let's take a look at his starting deck. So if you pick a Darken equipment, grant me 1/1, which should be most of your decks. That shouldn't be too hard. Play Predict. Steadfast Elkin. Just, yeah, going with more equipment. Refill 1 spell mana. Keeper of the Box. This is actually a very good card. Most people were upset that this wasn't in Kane's deck. Once you've equipped an ally, grant me Lifesteal. So this is almost always going to have Lifesteal. Very nice. Darken Aegis. I really like this Darken one. Very cheap. And then the unit itself, also very cheap. All right, we have a good amount of Darken, so you're never really going to need to worry about drawing Aatrox. Granted, you will want him in the start of the game so that the strikes will potentially reduce him down. Violent Discord. Deal 1 to a unit. If you've equipped an ally this game, copy on the same target. So essentially, it's like a Mystic Shot. Does essentially the same thing. Blooming Cultist. Once you've equipped an ally, grant me Elusive. Decent. Also, everything is already pretty cheap. Like, most of your cards cost less than 2 by default. And then you have 1-3, 1-4, then Aatrox himself. So already liking to look at that a lot. Furious Wielder, of course, they all have to have this. So you don't have, well, you do have actually some decent removal, and then also Aatrox himself. Once you play him, that'll give you pretty good removal. You don't really have any way to protect your units, so you'll just have to rely on killing the enemy. Let's glance at his champion level up. Elkane gets Giant Spell, not bad. Keeper of the Box, Pickaxe, very good because that's Lifesteal. Blooming Cultist, Studded Leather. Yeah, that's pretty good. Darken Aegis, Studded Leather, also pretty nice. Forsaken Bakai, Chain Vest, yeah, that's fine. Darkened Staff gets Phage. That'll be very good considering the Darkened Staff is a 1-drop, so you can put this, like, spend 1 and give anything 2/2. That'll be pretty big. That'll be, yeah, very nice. Violent Discord gets Hero's Horn, gives you more consistent draw, very nice. And then this, copy me with the same targets. So that means you're playing it twice if you have this leveled up. So that means it's going to draw 2 champions. So that's pretty big. Furious Wielder, Ardent Sensor, this is like the same thing as I think Kane. Violent Discord gets Poro Snacks. Again, this will summon 2 Poros since this is getting doubled. Mana Potion, that's actually pretty nice. Getting that down to 3. So your whole deck then is going to cost 3 or less other than Aatrox once you get the mana on this. Aatrox, you're obviously going to want to grab for relics, Strike Relics, so Curator's Gatebreaker and Stalker's Blade. You probably also want to get, here, I'll show them just in case any of you don't know what I'm talking about. So Stalker's Blade, when I'm summoned, strike the strongest enemy, going to be very good. Berserker's Buckle, going to be very strong, also for Aatrox. Gatebreaker, when I'm summoned, strike the enemy nexus. Deceiver's Crest and Grand General's Counterplan. Both of these are going to be good on him. Just making your champion spell this one every round, this one when you level up, just so you're getting more of those strikes off consistently. So Aatrox looks very strong, looks very fun. I'm glad that they gave the most expensive card, or he's, I think, tied with Nasus. I'm glad they gave you ways to cheat him out earlier. I think this is going to be a very fun and unique playstyle from what I've seen. Gonna go check out the other champions now. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe. We'll be putting out first impressions for all of the champions and leveling videos and guides. So if you're interested in anything Path of Champions, this is the place to be. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching that video all the way to the end. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. We're putting out multiple videos every single day for Path of Champions content. So if that interests you, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and welcome to the channel. Have a great day.